Hey folks, I'm Dave Floating, and welcome to another installment of Dave's Impressions. This time around, Runner3. These impressions were taken from playing the game for around 1 hour. Enjoy! Okay, so my announcer voice is nowhere near as excellent as Charles Martinet's. In April, I released an episode of Dave's favorite games on Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. I loved the original Bit Trip Runner as well, but the direction they decided to travel in for Runner2 gelled with me completely. I loved the more joyous, goofy tone, and that it wasn't as punishing as the first game. The direction they chose for Runner2, well, for Runner3 they've sprinted a lot further down that path. Perhaps they sprinted too far. The visuals and wackiness have been significantly amped up from Runner2. There have been complaints that it makes the game too busy to concentrate on the obstacles, but at least in my time with the game, I didn't find that to be the case. What I found distracting were the shifts in perspective. The game is not primarily on a 2D plane this time around. There was that one boss in Runner2 where the perspective shifted, but to its credit, the incoming obstacles were still easy to read. It's not always the case in Runner3. There's a minecart level where the perspective shifts to the third person, and a windy road level where Commander video runs into the screen. On the windy road at least, it's just judging when to jump to get the gold, but the minecart was confusing in reading the obstacles coming your way. I think the tricky rhythm sections of Runner2 were more bearable because it kept the same perspective. You always saw what was coming next. When the perspective changes, it's not always clear how to deal with the incoming obstacles. It turns relying on reflexes into trial and error. Each level now has 2 pathways, the tougher one opening once you beat the stage. There are collectibles for achieving 100 gold on the first pass and then 25 gems on the second. Gems are used to buy new costumes. There was also a collectible knight I picked up in some levels. I wonder if he's used to light the rockets I found myself running past. I also wonder what the reward for the optional tough stages are. It looks like there's a lot of secrets to uncover in Runner3, and I didn't even play long enough to get to any of the new rhythm mechanics. Speaking of rhythm, beatboxes, which add layers to the music, appear more frequently at noticeable intervals. Once the song builds, the beatboxes change style. The 100 gold does make each stage feel like it might be playing out too long. I felt sometimes reaching the checkpoint was a grueling process, but the music changes help keep investment in the level. Every now and then I found myself in the Runner2 flow state, but I wasn't able to stay there for long. Maybe the visuals are too busy, but I still think it's the perspective shifts. It's disappointing because of my love for the series, but I just wasn't able to engage with Runner3 like I was with the other games. It does at times feel like they threw every idea they had into the sequel, and perhaps that's robbed the game of the core focus associated with its rhythmic platforming gameplay. Thanks for watching. I'm kinda bummed that Runner3 didn't do anything for me after I had such a blast playing the Runner2 again last month. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day.